What it is, YouTube, you know who it is. It's your boy, the Moose. Let's kick it.
Song, ready? The stars are light, are big and bright, keeping our objectives. Okay, that worked.
Okay, let's see it.
It likes to run, it loves to jump, no one could ever stop. A big or small party, it will be there, no matter where or when. It moves on the loose, it moves on the loose, it'll be party all day long. It moves on the loose, it moves on the loose, what are you waiting for?
Haha! Today, we are going to discuss something that needs to be discussed. Scratching. Now, a lot of DJs can scratch. A lot of DJs don't know how to scratch. It's a controversy amongst DJs. So, why scratch? Let's talk about that. Okay. So, you're in a set and you're getting pretty good at it and you could do pretty good. Now, this is a practice that needs to happen. If you're going to scratch, you need to practice, 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 and practice. There's all kinds of tutorials on YouTube for you to scratch. I can baby scratch in and out if I need to. I can get in and out of a track with scratching, but I don't particularly scratch at a gig, because if I do, I'll probably get booed. Anyways, so let's talk about this. Where did it come from? Now, there are a lot of people that are involved in this. It's not one man, but the inventor of the whole technique I'm sorry, not the technique, but the inventor of the decks is none other than, you would think I would say Grandmaster Flash. Half true. Theodore Livingston, born March 5th, 1963, better known as Grand Wizzard Theodore, and I'm not talking for the KKK, I'm talking about, I'll show you a picture, here he is. Grand Wizzard Theodore is an American hip-hop DJ. He is widely credited as the inventor of the scratching technique. In addition to scratching, he gained credibility for his mastery of needle drops and other techniques which he invented or perfected. His early life, he's really short actually. Born in the Bronx in New York, Theodore's brother Mean Gene was his mentor, who began teaching him the technique of DJing at an early age. Theodore was later apprenticed by Grandmaster Flash. In 1975, at the age of 13, Theodore was playing records in his bedroom with the volume all the way up. Furious with noise, his mother entered the room and Theodore paused the record to hear his mother scold him about the volume of the music. While holding the record still, he actually moved it back and forth, but liked the sound it made. From there on, he played with the record often and developed a technique known as scratching. The dramatization of Theodore's invention of the record scratch was featured on Comedy Central's television show Drunk History, narrated by Questlove. Questlove is a really good artist. His career. In the early 80s, Theodore was part of the group Grand Wizzard Theodore and the Fantastic Five. They released Can I Get a Soul Clap in 1982. He was also featured in 1983 from Wild Style, as well as contributing to the film's soundtrack. He explains the origin of the scratch in a documentary, Scratch. His legacy. Theodore's phase turn it up from his track. Fantastic Freaks at Dixie was sampled by hip hop and rap acts such as Public Enemy on the track Bring the Noise, Bomb the Bass on the track Mega Blast, and many others. So that's just a little quickie on scratching. Now, his apprentice, Grandmaster Flash. Grandmaster Flash, his apprentice, did the rest. And we won't talk about him because it's not about him. It's about the invention of actual scratch, where it originated and why it originated. It was originated pretty much an accident. So, my friends, scratching was an accident. I'm just kidding. Scratching was an accident. I'm just playing. It does sound good though. But no. On the side note, so the technique of scratching takes a lot of work. So if you are a DJ and you don't scratch, I can name numerous DJs that don't scratch, that don't need to scratch. I can name DJs that are learning how to scratch. I can tell DJs learning to perfect a scratch. But that's neither here nor there. Scratching is an art. And just like art, you have to keep practice. And don't discourage yourself if you can't get it. Trust me, I'm one of those get discouraged. I don't like to sit in front of the decks for long periods of time. Learn how to perfect scratching. I will be pulling out my deck here in a minute. Manic Music Monday, I'll be going over next week. I'll be going over setting tracks. It might be a Sunday too. I don't know just yet. It's March 15th. So I will be booking probably by Friday, April 10th, which is good. Basically, I'm in the loop. I'm waiting for the guy to get back with me after he finds out what his city will allow him to do and what we have to do to get the show on the road. That party is coming. We are going to book it, but we're going to do it by what the law requires. So I'm just waiting to hear back from him. He's supposed to book the place, and he's going to get back with me about the rules. So, as soon as the rules drop, I'll let you know what's going on. But remember, in order for you to scratch, you need to practice. Practice, practice, practice. Over and over and over and over. Alright, let me lead you to this final quote. $365 quotes for the day. I wish I could copy and paste you into my bed. I'm just kidding. Peace.